Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Gotham Knight channel. I am your host, Apple, and I want to go ahead and get into right away to news of a character that's coming out in the Batman movie, who may be an imposter. And what that is news has been coming out about a actor who really has a really intense form of acting, and I'm gonna murder his name again, guys. I do that. Barry Keoghan, and I know a lot of news outlets, like I shouldn't say official news outlets. So I'm talking about like the Batman community and YouTube channels have talked about Barry Keoghan not playing the character that is described to be playing in the movie. Now, in the movie, not even in the movie. Well, what's listed on IMDb is that he is playing Officer Stanley Merkel, and this character is supposed to be like a partner with Captain James Gordon. Now, in this movie, I know a lot of things haven't been said. I know we know Jim Gordon as commissioner, and we don't know all the details. All we're gonna know is Commissioner Gordon's in there, but it's gonna probably be Captain James Gordon, and Keoghan, who is a really brilliant actor, and I think what intensifies is his eyes. And I think if you've seen Dunkirk, he's appeared in a few of these movies like Chernobyl, the TV series. He is a very intensive actor. Now, coming in and playing a role as Officer Stanley Merkel, a lot of people have said, well, that's kind of weird for this fairly known actor to come in and play a small role. Well, I think that's the clue as to he's not playing who we think he is. Now, a lot of people think like this might be like how Liam Neeson was Ducard, but he was actually Ra's al Ghul, right? Or Ra's al Ghul, however you want to pronounce that. So a lot of people are now speculating that he is playing the Mad Hatter. Now, in comics, if you don't know who the Mad Hatter is, the Mad Hatter, he was modeled after the Mad Hat, the Hatter from Lewis Carroll's novel Alice Adventures in Wonderland. So they adapted him in Batman's Rogues Gallery as Mad Hatter. And he uses he was a like a scientist of sorts, like a tech scientist, where he can manipulate minds with his tech, and this has made him like one of Batman's super villains. And what has been theorized is, even within looking at all the characters within the whole Batman world and universe, Mad Hatter is definitely one of those characters that hasn't been seen a lot, right? So it is definitely a character that Matt Reeves, I know, can probably sink his teeth into and say that, this character hasn't been done. This character hasn't been done fully. And I know with Colin playing the Penguin and what we saw in the trailer from the Batman, wonderful makeup job, because it fooled everybody. We had no idea that was Colin underneath that makeup. Having Barry Keoghan play a character like the Mad Hatter makes sense, because his character is gonna be he doesn't have how do you say, like the Joker or characters like the Riddler that have these signature things. To the Mad Hatter, he is basically has a large hat, with the card on it, and he dresses like he's going to have tea, basically, right? And I think the character of Jarvis Tetch is a character that hasn't been developed. I mean, in the animated series, and you see them in Gotham, this character hasn't really been fully fleshed out in a film. In the 1960s, you had him coming out and really being, to me, it's still a cool character. I thought that was portrayed very good. And then the animated series just took it to a whole new level. And then in Gotham, the Mad Hatter there was, it really fit the tone that, the Gotham series was going for. Now, here's the thing. With Barry Keoghan playing, listed on IMDb as playing Officer Merkel, that could be fine. That could be what he's listed as. But having a character, an actor, character actor like Keoghan in it, he's got to play a bigger role. And this is where the part where Mad Hatter could be. Now, a lot of people have said, like, well, my source is telling me that he's playing another character. And I think that's true. But I think there's another hidden character that we're not even suspecting. And here's why. In the Mad Hatter's history, there's even been an imposter Mad Hatter in the comics. Okay? So, Mad Hatter has been in comics since 1956, when he was created by Bill Finger and Sheldon Murdoff. And so, he had a imposter himself. So, we look back. It was in Batman issue 297 from March of 1978. The imposter Mad Hatter claimed to have gone straight, right? But he had turned out to be a lie. So we know that in Mad Hatter's history, there was an imposter playing the Mad Hatter. Now, who this guy is gonna probably be someone that I think no one's even thinking about. No one's even going here. But I'm a comic book guy. So as a comic book guy, I'm gonna drop you some Batman knowledge real quick. So while the real Mad Hatter came back, the imposter Mad Hatter was actually put into Arkham Asylum, right? So when he was in Arkham Asylum, he was beaten, of course, by Batman, and he had a cameo in Secret Origins issue 44, and this was in 1989 when the whole Batman was just coming out in theaters, and it was a real good book, and I remember it fondly. But this is where we can see him in the cell at Arkham, and he was making paper hats in the story, and his name was actually Clayface, which would actually make it Clayface number 3. Now, when you see this play out in comics, and you start seeing like, oh, this character is being thrown in there, this character is being thrown in there. To me, when they said Barry Keoghan was possibly playing the Mad Hatter, it quickly took me to think about, well, he's a criminal that does it with his tech, does mind manipulation, and at one time was tied to Clayface. And people have speculated that the Joker is going to be coming in towards the end of the film and making a special appearance in Arkham Asylum. Well, wouldn't it be great to finally see Clayface make a film appearance? And I think that's the part that no one's talking about, because Matt Reeves is going through the whole history of Batman and trying to make a 3-film trilogy and setting up for film 2. And what great way to set that up with a character like Clayface that no one's expecting. Yes, we're here talking about Mad Hatter and Barry Keoghan. But if we're gonna look at it, if we're gonna speculate, okay, well, here's the history of the Mad Hatter. He had an imposter who was actually known as Clayface. So I think that's one character that people are sleeping on. And man, I hope it's true, because I want to see other rogues in Batman's gallery. And for the history, if you've seen around, I love the Joker. Joker is my favorite character. But it's time that we look on to other characters, other than Catwoman and Joker and the typical rogues that we've always seen or hear. And I know we gotta move tickets, but if Matt Reeves sets this up right, and if it plays out well, and if it comes to play, hey, you can tell you that, hey, you know what, I was the first one to tell you that Clayface was coming out in the movie. And I don't know that for certain. I can't say that that I am close to anyone on the filming. It is purely a speculation from a comic book fan side that, hey, if Mad Hatter's in here, oh, by the way, this happened in Mad Hatter's history. So that's what I'm going to leave you guys with, that is that, yes, Barry Keoghan's coming out on the movie. He might not be playing who we say he is. More than likely, it's pointing to him playing the Mad Hatter. And in this Mad Hatter, by the way, he had a tie to Clayface. And we'll just go ahead and leave it at that, right? So we can go ahead and speculate till this movie comes out. So I want to go ahead and leave you guys with that, and I want you guys to enjoy your coffee this morning at the whatever Gotham City coffee shop you're at today. And I want to go ahead and thank you Gothamites for listening, and always please subscribe, like the channel, hit the thumb button for us to continue to grow. And yeah, so we'll go ahead and check you guys out later. So have a good day out in Gothamites. Take care.